Hey guys! Okay, so the deal is I will be going for Chadar Trek between January 16th to 24th. For those of you who don't know what Chadar Trek is, it is a trek that happens on the frozen Zanskar River in Leh Ladakh, and the temperatures over there may drop to minus 30 degrees.
I repeat, minus 30 degrees.
And in order to survive this trek, it is mandatory to carry certain trekking gears with you. Now, having said that, these trekking gears will cost you a lot of money. Like, they will make a huge dent in your wallet. So a friend of mine suggested me to rent these things instead of buying them, and it totally made sense to me because I might never use these stuffs again because I don't go to treks with such extreme weather conditions. And if you're someone like me, this video is for you. So I started looking out for online rental websites, and I came across a couple of them, contacted them, but they didn't have this option of trying it before booking it, and I wasn't too comfortable to book it without actually having to check the material physically, trying it on once to check the size if it fits you well. So I just left it aside, and then I came across this website called X Trekking Gears, contacted them and got to know they have an outlet in Electronic City. So you can go there, check out their stuff, see if the size fits you, check out the material, and then book whatever you want. So by the time we beat the Kurmangala and Siripur traffic and reach Electronic City, now would be a great time for you guys to go and subscribe to my channel. Or if you just want to continue watching without subscribing, that's totally fine. So by the time we got there, it was quite dark, and my first impression when I saw the place was like, Lord, did I just travel so far for nothing? Because the place didn't have light, no board, and the entrance was so small and it looked like it didn't have much inside. So I was really skeptical before entering in. But when I got in, oh my god, they had everything that you need for a trek, everything, that too in bulk. So I was really relieved that I came so far, and I was sure that I'll definitely find what I was looking for. So I'm going to take you guys through all the stuffs one by one, and I'm going to talk to you about the price and what did we end up booking. So continue watching. So the first thing is down jacket or padded jacket. I must say the material and the quality of these jackets were really good. There were no damages or it wasn't dirty. It was quite well maintained, and the colors available were mostly blue, black, grey, camouflage, that is the army print. And the one that I'm trying out is a down jacket, and it was the size was large because she didn't have a medium on that particular day, but she told me that the day I book it, medium will be available, so that was not an issue. And these down jackets are good enough to keep you protected for up to minus 10 degrees. Of course, you'll have to layer up with a fleece jacket, fleece t-shirt, sweater, a pullover, and then comes the down jacket to keep you protected for up to minus 30 degrees. And the cost of this down jacket or padded jacket was 550 rupees for 10 days. Whereas if you want to buy a good quality branded down jacket, it would easily cost you 6,000 to 7,000 minimum. And apart from down jackets and padded jacket, they also had riding jackets. So if you're looking for a one-time long ride on your bike, this might be helpful for you. Okay, moving on, waterproof gloves. These gloves were waterproof and snowproof on the outside, and inside it had a fleece material that would keep your hands really warm. So it's a two-in-one. You need not wear two gloves, woolen gloves inside and then this waterproof gloves. This will serve both purpose. When it came to the design and colors, there was not much of a choice. They just had one design and one color, that is black. But I think black looks good on anyone, and the price of these gloves was $170 for 10 days. The next thing is waterproof trekking pants. Now when you're going for a trek on snow, or for example in Chadar Trek where you have to trek on the frozen river, obviously it's really important to have a waterproof synthetic material pant, quick dry pant, and it's not advisable to wear a cotton pant because it takes a lot of time to dry. So there were two kinds of trekking pants. One was snowproof and 60% waterproof, and the other one was 80% waterproof. So you can pick whichever trekking pant is suitable for you depending on where you're going for the trek. And another best part was these trekking pants had fleece lining inside, so it would keep you waterproof on the outside, plus it would keep you warm inside. So that was a really good plus point for these trekking pants. And this costs you 170 rupees for 10 days. And now the most important, a good trekking bag. I do have a lot of backpacks at home, but they are not suitable to take with you on a trek. Now a good trekking bag is really important because it should have a good and broad shoulder strap, it should have a back support for you, and it should also have a strap near your waist, because distributing the weight equally during your trek is really important because you might end up having a backache. So when you're choosing your trekking bag, keep in mind all these factors and then go for it. If not, you will definitely end up having a shoulder or back pain because you'll be climbing with a lot of weight on your back, right? So distributing the weight evenly and having a good support for your back is really important. And these guys had a lot of variety when it came to backpacks of different sizes, shapes and colors, but we went for a 60-liter one with a good back support, good shoulder strap and a waist strap. And it also had a lot of pouches, which is really convenient because you can evenly distribute whatever stuff you want and pick it up whenever you want during the trek. But this was not a waterproof bag, so you will have to buy an extra waterproof cover. And of course they also had ponchos, raincoats and bag covers, so it will protect your backpack from snow or water. Now the cost of this trekking bag along with the waterproof cover was $500 for 10 days. And since I already have a lot of backpacks at home, it really didn't make sense for me to buy another trekking bag. So this was the best option for me. Now moving on to balaclava. I'm not even sure if I'm pronouncing it right. I heard this word for the first time when my trek organizer sent me this list of things to carry. Now they had balaclava here and it was of a really thick material. And I would like to point out that this was thicker than what we get in Decathlon. I have checked the material out in Decathlon. It's quite thinner than what they had over here. So when it comes to minus 20 and above, I think this would really keep your head warm because most of the heat from our body gets released from our head. So it's really important to cover your head and keep yourself really warm. And the cost of this balaclava was $120 for 10 days. Next comes the sleeping bag. Now our group is being provided with a sleeping bag, so I didn't book it, but they had a large number of sleeping bags. So if you're not being provided with a sleeping bag, you don't have to buy it just for one-time use. You can rent it out here because we're not going to use these sleeping bags once we are back from the trek, right, in our daily lives. So it really doesn't make sense to buy it just for one time. So you can rent these sleeping bags instead. Apart from the sleeping bags, they also had liners that you can use underneath your sleeping bag. So if you're not sure of how clean and hygienic your sleeping bag is, you can use the liner and then use the sleeping bag over it. And these liners are really lightweight, super easy and really compact to carry. And the cost of these liners were $170 for 10 days. Now another really important thing that you need, especially if you're going for a winter trek, is a snowproof or waterproof trekking shoe, which was available here. Now some of these shoes were waterproof only until your ankle. So apart from these shoes, you will have to also take gaiters that's going to keep you waterproof until your knee. And I really found this pair of shoes really interesting. It was a gumboot material until your ankle, and then came the waterproof material up to your knee. And the best part was it had fleece material inside as a lining that would really keep your feet super warm. And they were also really comfortable to walk. I tried to walk a couple of times in the shop to see if my feet hurt, but none of that happened, so I ended up booking it. And the cost of that shoe was 550 rupees for 10 days. Now coming to accessories, a torch is a must when you go for treks. And it's even better if it is a head torch because your hands are going to be free. And the cost of this torch was $170 for 10 days. They also had trekking poles if you want to rent them. And these things are used to cook. You know, when you set up a camp, you can use this to cook something for yourself. So basically anything that you need for a trek is available in this place. And if you really don't want to buy stuff, this place is perfect for you. Hope this video was helpful for you guys. If you have any kind of questions, please feel free to drop it in the comment section and I'll get back to you guys. Subscribe to my channel and also hit that notification bell because I'm going to start posting my Chadar Trek series really soon. Follow me on Instagram, let's stay connected, and also share this video with your friends. You never know who might benefit from this information. Take care, stay safe, and see you guys in my next vlog.